Before I get this video started, I'm going to give you a quick warning if you get huge backlash and if you bash my opinion. But the bottom line is, I already know you're not going to like this video. And this is going to be the most hated video of 2024. Because a lot of people, the critic and the audience, hate The Cat in the Hat 2003. Which I used to hate this movie. No joke, I used to hate this movie. But after I keep rewatching it like 30 times with my brother Chris, I gotta say, but this film is good movie. It's a good movie. And honestly guys, I already know that a lot of people will bash my opinion, hit the dislike button, even the dislike button that disappeared, or give me a hateful comment, which I don't care. If you hate this film, that's fine, but not every people hate this movie. We got some people defend this movie, like my brother Chris. My brother Chris loved this movie to death. Like, it's his favorite movie of all time, which I know a lot of people will say, really? All the movie that he liked, you picked this film? Oh man, screw that. People, don't get too heartless on my brother Chris. My brother Chris is a lover like a 3-year-old. Even he's 23. But at the end of the day, he's a lover to 3-year-old. And he don't have... Honestly, he don't understand what opinion is. He don't know about that. So, it's for the best that I'm doing this for my brother Chris. So sit back and relax and enjoy my video called Why I Was Wrong with The Cat in the Hat 2003. Let's get this review started, shall we?
What happened? I believe we did.
Good morning, everyone. This is your good old neighbor Nick Hicks, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Kim Possible Fan 2001. And I was originally going to do my movie review on Revenge of the Sith and Phantom of Menace, which, honestly, guys, happy 19th and 25th anniversary to Revenge of the Sith and the Phantom of Menace. Revenge of the Sith is a masterpiece. I freaking love that film so much. And that, honestly, guys, it's honestly one of my favorite Star Wars film ever. But Phantom of Menace even is way better than Attack of the Clone, but still, Phantom of Menace had one of the worst characters in the Star Wars movie, which none other than Jar Jar freaking Binks. Hello, Mr. Jar Jar Binks, you get out of your Jar Jar Binks. This is a Cat in the Hat video, not Jar Jar Binks video. But honestly, guys, I might do a rant on Phantom of Menace for the 25th anniversary, maybe today, or I could do it tomorrow because I'm doing this video, and then I will do a review on Revenge of the Sith later on tonight. So yeah. Sorry guys, and once again, I already know that a lot of the people will get a huge backlash, will bash my opinion, and this is going to be the most hated video of 2024. Yup, even worse than all the SML 2024 videos. But guys, I'm not doing this to make you mad. I'm doing this for my brother Chris. My brother Chris loved The Cat in the Hat 2003. And I was originally going to hate this film. But if I hate this film, my mom would see the video and she would be very disappointed if I hate this film. The same thing what I did to Playing with Fire. And honestly guys, just because we got a fireman and Playing with Fire, that doesn't mean it doesn't mean that film is going to be a good movie. Which, honestly guys, I did watch Playing with Fire, and I was really wish that we're going to get a really funny movie featuring fireman. But I gotta say, that film is a huge, the huge spin in the face to fireman, and I do not want to see a fireman to be upsetting with My Little Pony merchandise, which is really disgusting. Sorry guys, so today, even my opening is like a movie review, but I'm just going to call it Why I Was Wrong, which Why I Was Wrong is my movie review video. So I'm probably seeing my movie review intro. Just to know that honestly, guys, this is another why I was wrong video. The same thing what I did for Luck, DC lead DC lead of the Super Pet, and even Space Jam and New Legacy. Even Noea really loved that. Sorry, due to Noea, which is my friend at school, really loved that movie, and and she picked it as her favorite movie of all time. So that's why I decided to change my opinion, because I do not want to hate. So I do not want to hate everyone's favorite movie in my area, because if I do that and make myself like a terrible movie critic, and I already know I already know I am already going to be a movie critic. And honestly, guys, this film is not going to be my best film of my 2003 list. Like, honestly, guys, do you honestly think that I would say this film is even better than the Lord of the Rings of Return of the King? Oh, heck no, I'm not going that far. Honestly, guys, don't think that. Honestly, guys, we all agreed that Return of the King is way better than The Cat in the Hat 2003. Because Return of the King is the most my cinematic history reward movie ever made, because that film won too many Academy Award, which it well deserved, and that film is the longest movie ever since of the Avengers Endgame and even Oppenheimer. So yeah. Sorry guys, so today I'm doing a video called Why I Was Wrong with the Dr. Seuss The Cat in the Hat 2003. Before I'll get to the detail why I'm defending this film, let's talk about the history of why this film got a huge smash scratch back then. Alright, let's get started. Once upon a time, it was November 21st, 2003, when this movie came out in theaters. The critic and the audience despised this film. This film got a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, and this film got a 1.1 out of 10 on IMDb, which is the worst review ever for a Dr. Seuss movie. Honestly, guys, it's even worse than the Dr. Seuss The Lorax. And I get sad, but this film is way better than the Dr. Seuss The Lorax. Now that film is the true worst Dr. Seuss movie, because that film is a way more spin in the face to the Dr. Seuss book instead of this film. But I don't think we're going to get to that in a minute. And this film got a ton of nomination for the Razzie, which, honestly, guys, I just don't understand why this film got too many Razzie instead of The Hawk 2003. No, The Hawk 2003 deserved more Razzie nomination than The Cat in the Hat 2003. And yes, I understand some people, and yes, honestly, guys, and yes, and yes, I totally understand why people have different opinion. We both have different opinion. That's what it is. But honestly, guys, there's some people really do not care, and they always find a way to bash your freaking opinion. Come on. It's a freaking opinion. It's not that big of a deal. So just move on. And honestly, guys, and not just that, even the Dr. Seuss wife hate this film. And honestly, guys, let me tell you the shocking stuff. Honestly, she was decided that she's going to sue Universal and DreamWorks and Imaginary Entertainment, which is the same studio who made this film, to sue them for not making a live action Dr. Seuss movie. So that's why we won't get in. And that's why. Honestly, so that's why the Dr. Seuss The Lorax live action is completely scrapped, which I might do a Dr. Seuss live action film for a Hicks Animation, but the same thing with Goosebumps, the same thing with Sony Picture Animation, do a Goosebump video, the Goosebump movies, but the first film was very legendary, honestly, the good film, but in the sequel was a piece of crap, so yeah, I did not want to think about the sequel. And sorry guys, in this film becoming one of the most hated movie of 2003. And I just don't understand why. Honestly, I don't understand why this film got a 10% on Rotten Tomato, and this film got a 4.1 out of 10 on IMDb. And then, honestly, guys, we got so many rant about this film instead of a review. Honestly, guys, I was trying my best to find a positive review for The Cat in the Hat 2003. Honestly, guys, it's kind of remind me that you're digging on your papers and you're trying to find your puppet pictures. That's my reaction. What I was trying to find a positive review for The Cat in the Hat 2003. because this film is the most hated Dr. Seuss movie ever. But honestly, guys, I used to hate this film, and no joke, I used to do a rant on this film. Honestly, guys, that was way back then that I was being that I was being a freaking lunatic, and I was just being really heartless these days. But honestly, God, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry I say bad words, so I'm not supposed to be saying bad words. Honestly, this video is from my brother Chris, so yeah. And sorry, guys. So after I rewatched the Dr. Seuss The Cat and Hat 2003 with my brother Chris for a millionth time, I gotta say, but this film is not that bad. Whoa, 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 people. Don't get butthurt, don't get many in the bunch. Guys, we both have different opinions. We both have different opinions. And honestly, guys, do you see people bash my opinion on Argyle? And honestly, guys, if you didn't bash my opinion on Argyle, you should respect my opinion on the Cat and Hat 2003. I don't think this film is the best. This film has some problems. But I gotta say, but all that hate, all that suing crap, and all that canceling of the Cat and Hat 2, yeah, you guys just went too far, and I just don't understand why people are doing that these days. Which, that was way back. That was way back then that people don't understand, don't understand the between what the book and the movies. And guys, Miss Wills told me that the movie is way more different to the book. I'm probably you watched the movie called Beowulf and watched the movie called Disney Horror. I gotta say, but if you read the book, if you watched the movie, Miss Wills told me, which is my teacher, I gotta say, but Miss Wills told me that the movie is way more different than the book because I read the book for Beowulf, and after I watched the stop motion animation for Beowulf, honestly, I know a lot different than the book. And and tomorrow I'm gonna be watching Disney Horror, which is the movie based on the book, which I cannot wait to watch that movie again. So it's been a while I watched that movie. Honestly, guys, it's been 20 years. It's been 20 years. It's been 21 years since that film came out. And so, yeah. And sorry, guys. And look at the Cat and Hat movies. If you read the book is way more cheerful than the movies. But if you watch the movie, they cannot follow to the book. Why? It's because the book is so darn short. It's so darn short because this film is seriously 1 hour. Is easily a 1 hour and 22 minutes long movies. They cannot follow the book. What part people just don't understand. Honestly, I don't understand why. I'm sorry, all that criticism that people hate this film is so cliche, so generic, and so repeat. Like, come on, you're not 12 Band Together fan. Honestly, I am not excited for 12 Band Together fan rant on the Cat and Hat 2003. And honestly, God, I already know that some people would say that is the best video for 2024. Oh heck no. 12 Band Together fan video do not deserve any of my best. They deserve a worse list. So how about that? But I gotta say, but honestly, guys, it's between what movie to the book because the Cat and Hat book is way more cheerful. But the movie is really inappropriate for a PG film. Because honestly, guys, there was a scene when the Cat and Hat say son of a B word. Like, seriously, you say son of a B in a kid's film. And honestly, guys, and there was a one joke that my brother Chris got cracked at. So, no. Honestly, the funny ad, it has to be the Cat and Hat showing his booty. Showing his butt. You gotta be kidding me. You can't show your butt in the kids' movie. You stupid. Anyway, guys, honestly, I do admit that scene was completely funny. I do admit it's completely funny. And sorry, guys. And I don't think Mike Myers did a terrible job. He did a terrific job as the Cat and Hat himself. And yeah, sure, his makeup is kind of creepy. I understand that some people will say the Cat and Hat is creepy. Oh, come on now. They were way more creepier than the Cat and Hat himself. Like, come on, have you never seen the villain from Evil Dead Rise? Now that is way more creepier than the Cat and Hat. Like, being scared of the Cat and the Hat in the live action? You guys are a bunch of scaredy cat, and I don't want to go near you. Honestly, God, I was just... Guys, I was just making the joke. So, honestly, God, I was just making the joke. And I'm very apology when I say bad one in that part in that video. So, I'm very sorry, everyone. So, my apology. And sorry, guys, I don't think this film is a bad film. But honestly, guys, does this film deserve a 10 out of 10? No. Honestly, guys, I still have some couple flaws I have for this film. But don't worry. Don't worry, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna complaining that this film did not forward to the book, because if you forward to the book, it would be a short darn movie just like the Mario movie, Winnie the Pooh, and all that short movie like Puss in Boot 2011. Like, for God's sake, The Last Wish is even longer than the first Puss in Boot movie, because the Puss in Boot 2 has a longer runtime, but the first Puss in Boot movie is so darn short. That is honestly one of the most shortest DreamWorks film ever, honestly. Like, come on, you're not Disney. Honestly, got DreamWorks, you're not Disney, and never will be. And sorry, guys, and now let's get to the plot. No. Honestly, we will get the problem for last. But let's talk about some pros I have for this film. Honestly, guys, I do like the costume design. The costume design looks terrific. I do love the costume design. But the design of the hat, I did watch a documentary of that. I did watch it behind the scene, sorry, before I do this video. But honestly, all I gotta say, but all that makeup and all that costume design, it looked terrific. Honestly, I give it like a 10 out of 10 for makeup and costume design. And don't worry, I would nominate this film for best costume and best makeup and hair design, because all that detail they did, it was really good. Honestly, it was really good. And the production design, the production design looks really good. And yeah, sure, the color looks bland. I do understand that. But honestly, guys, you want to put it as your criticism? Come on now. Come on now. The way worst movie with the production design. Like Batman Robin production design. That is the worst production design I've ever seen for a freaking Batman movie. Yeah, I did not want to think about Batman Robin. That is honestly one of the worst Batman movie I have seen in my freaking life. And that film is the worst DC film ever. Yep, even worse than Justice League and The Flash. More like The Flash. I meant to say Flash. But like I said, but some of the characters can be really interesting. Well, except the villain, name is Larry, performed by Alec Baldwin. Which, oh my God, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to him in a minute. So yeah. And sorry, guys. Honestly, I'm not gonna trash on Joe Warren, performed by Kelly Preston, because she sadly passed away 4 years ago. It's been 4 years since George Warren, actress, sadly passed away in 2020, aka one of the worst years ever. And I do not want to think about that year. And my brain was thinking about what I did back then 4 years. Yeah, I'm not gonna think about that. Yeah, think about that. Yeah, honestly, guys. Yeah, I'm not thinking about the. Honestly, I'm definitely not thinking about what I did in 2020. Yeah, that's a one memory. I don't want to go back. So screw 2020, screw online school, and screw COVID. Screw everything. Yeah. And sorry, guys, and I do really like Conrad and Sally. I think Sally is my second favorite characters, and she is so adorable. She's so cool looking, honestly. And honestly, guys, she's so adorable. And yeah, sure, she voiced by the same actress she was performed by the same actress that she was in Kim Possible's Stitch in Time. Which, fun fact is, do you know that the actress that she's performed as Sally, that she voiced by young Kim Possible in the Kim Possible's Stitch in Time? Pretty shocking, right? Because those two films came out in 2003. And I gotta say, but she was, honestly, and she did a really good job as young Kim Possible. And young Kim Possible is much better than her as Sally. Guys, I like Sally, but her as young Kim Possible, she will always be the young Kim Possible. That is the best performance that she ever did in her career. And yes, I already know. Guys, I already know that she is getting teenager and she is a adult now. And she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And she's going to be a new horror film called The Watcher, which I am definitely not watching that. Oh boy, oh my God. And honestly, I'm gonna wait until that film come on digital. So it's for the best. And I do like Conrad. And honestly, guys, there was so many there's some problem I have for him. But honestly, guys, we're gonna get to that in a minute. So yeah. And honestly, guys, I don't think the fish in the bowl is creepy. Honestly, guys, I don't understand why some people would say, oh, the fish in the bowl is creepy. It's not as good as a book. Honestly, guys, oh my goodness, the fish is creepy. Guys, they're way more creepier than the fish in the bowl. Like, once again, the villain in Evil Dead Rise and the Banana Split characters is way more creepier. And the fact is, the one thing that you sleep and you didn't sleep, and in that creature, and the creepy thing will come at you. That is way more creepier. And for God's sake, sorry. Or, for God's sake, even Will the Dead Go to Die animation is way more creepier than the fish in the bowl, because the fish in the bowl is completely funny, it's completely likable, and yeah, sure, he could be mean-spirited kind of half, but that's his character. That's his character. You need to understand that. But even Marlin for Finding Nemo is the best fish ever, but I gotta say, but the fish in the bowl is not that creepy, honestly. And yeah, sure, here was a CGI, can be really creepy these days, but here's some of the CGI can be really detailed, honestly. And I do not like thing 1 and 2. Yeah, we're gonna get that in a minute. Honestly, that's the only thing I think is creepy. I definitely agree with some people. And sorry, guys, and here's some of the scene. It was very emotional, especially when Conrad and Sally kick the cat. Say the cat to get out. I gotta say, I don't understand why some people didn't say it about this film. Didn't say it about the scene. If you want to see the scene, I don't care. I'm gonna get copyrighted by Universal, but here's a scene that deserve a Oscars.
But I thought you two wanted to have fun today.
Look around, Cat. You were right. It's fun to have fun, but you have to know how. And you don't know when enough is enough. Now go!
Susie. Cromwell. Please.
Out! Out!
You see now, guys? Do you see why I defend this film? That scene alone, you actually feel so bad for the cat. He was trying his best to have Conrad and Sally to have fun, but honestly, the house was completely destroyed, and yeah, and you actually feel bad for the cat, because he was trying his best to make Conrad and Sally to have fun, but Conrad said, you don't know about having fun, and you don't even know what is enough and enough. Which, that line alone, that is the best line that I have ever seen by Conrad, honestly. And even Conrad can be unlikable, especially that one scene when he said, I wish I have a different mom, which, oh my god, we're gonna get to that in a minute. Honestly, god, that's a fault. Oh my god, I'm gonna get that in a minute. But I gotta say, but the scene when Conrad and Sally say the cat to get out, that scene is the emotional and heartbreaking scene I ever seen for a Dr. Seuss movie. Not every movie will have that scene, because that scene was completely emotional, and that is honestly one of the my second best movie scene of 2003, behind with the war scene for The Return of the King. Honestly, I was not comparing this film to The Return of the King, or else I'm going to be like Troll Band Together fan 2001 fan base when they compare the Troll 3 to Return of the King. That, oh my god, that is so disgusting. I don't understand why some people do that, so yeah. And honestly, guys, and when the cat has said, sorry guys. Anyway, there was a one scene when the cat has said, honestly, guys, he did so many marketing while doing the marketing of the Splash Mountain, and when he said putting the song in the soundtrack, that's important. And honestly, guys, he do have a good point there, because the Splash Mountain did a terrific job doing the soundtrack for this film, because, and yeah, sure, even it's not as good as All Stars from Shrek. All stars are gonna be fun. Put your game on, go. Hey, oh my god, hey now. Oh my goodness, I love that song. That song is my jam. Honestly, guys, and the cupcake scene was completely funny. Especially when the one scene when the cat had, you could put everything, and the other cat say, hey, wait a minute, you could, honestly, did you say everything? And the cat had say, yeah, everything. And they completely repeated. And the cat have audacity to give the threat to the Cat in the Hat. Seriously, a threat in a kids movie? This film is not a kids. Sorry, this film is not a kids movie. This film is not a kids film. This film deserved a PG-13 instead of PG. Thank goodness the Lord they could probably delete the TV scene, because the TV scene, they would change the rating, because there was a one scene in that deleted scene when Melvin got tied up with the cord. Yeah, screw you, Larry, you crap. Oh, no, people. I'm not talking about Larry from SpongeBob. No, I'm talking about Larry in this film, which we're going to get to him in a minute. And honestly, guys, my favorite character in this film, it has to be the mother, performed by Carrie Preston. Rest in peace to Carrie Preston. She was a legendary, and she is the queen of bad film. And she is even better than she was in Battlefield Earth, or for God's sake, even better than Gotti. Oh my God, her character in the Gotti and Battlefield Earth. I do not want to see her character in those two bad films ever again. I don't understand why that she got nominated for Worst Supporting Actress. I don't understand why they did that. Oh, poor Carrie Preston. She will never get the Oscars anytime soon. But since her passed away, her Oscar plan was completely scrapped. So yeah. Honestly, guys, Jo Warren is my favorite character in this film. She is really attractive. She is really cute, and I do really love her so much. And I really like. And honestly, guys, yeah, sure, she is not a good mother. And when she said, I wish I have the same thing. Oh my God, that's honestly, we're gonna get to that scene in a minute. Oh my God, I'm not showing that scene, because the only scene I'm gonna show, which is another than the scene when Conrad and Sally said the Cat in the Hat, get out. That's the only scene I'm gonna be showing. Sorry, so the other scene, yeah, I'm not gonna show the other scene, or else I'm gonna get copyright by Universal and NBC. I don't understand why they keep doing that. Honestly, guys, let's move on. And the car chase scene. The car chase scene is the best part of the movie. It was so over the top. It was so funny. It was so over the top, but it's so funny at the same time, because the car chase when the cat and Conrad and Sally was driving the Cat in the Hat's car, and all the guys, and that got into the downtown. And all the guy, when the Cat in the Hat said, "Oh, the license plate, you never see those. Oh my goodness, Cat in the Hat, watch the road. You're gonna crash, man. You're gonna crash, man." And the chase behind with the Cat in the Hat and Conrad and Sally chase after Larry. I gotta say, but that scene was completely funny. And the party scene, oh my God, the party scene was really watching as crap. Honestly, guys, I don't understand. Honestly, we got so many inappropriate jokes for a kids film. Honestly, guys, first we got Cat in the Hat showing his butt. Like, come on, you can't show your butt in the kids film. And we got the Cat in the Hat giving them give the other cat death threat. Oh my God, Mike Myers so funny. And yeah, sure, even he's not as good as him as Shrek. I do understand that, because there's some people to prefer him as Shrek instead of the Cat in the Hat. Speaking of Shrek, happy 20th anniversary to one of my favorite Shrek movie of all time, which is none other than Shrek 2. Yippee! Once again, we're going to get to that movie. Maybe pretty soon for the 25th anniversary. Maybe today. Maybe we'll see. But honestly, guys, and the ending was really good. The climax was really entertaining. Honestly, guys, the climax is the third best part of the movie. And Mrs. Watson, I gotta say, but Mrs. Watson is a really funny character. She's a really funny character. All she do is sweeping. Like, how in the world that she didn't even know what stuff is going on while she's sweeping? I'm very sorry, but if I sweep like that, just like her, I will wake up and I will see what is going on, Carmen and Sally. What did you destroy the house? I didn't destroy the house. You did. No, I did not. Guys, I just like making comedy purposes. Do not take this video way too freaking seriously. And honestly, guys, I'm probably you see me defending this film. But sadly, I still have some couple of flaws I have for this film. First off, let's talk about the character. His name is Mr. Hoberforth. Oh my God, his name is confusing. But honestly, guys, let's talk about George Wharton's boss. Even he was not part of the book, he was a really unnecessary character. All he do is saying this, "You're fired!" Oh my God. That is the most annoying line I ever seen in a freaking movie. Oh my goodness. I will use that if Troll Band Together fan talk back on me. And honestly, guys, and I would say this: Troll Band Together fan, you're fired. Even as an annoying scene, but I gotta say, but I would have lose. Sorry, I would have lose. Sorry, I would have used that line while I'm firing some terrible YouTuber like Troll Band Together fan. Definitely not Ouija Gaming, because Ouija Gaming is an okay YouTuber. So I'm not gonna say that line to Ouija Gaming, or else I will be hating on Ouija Gaming all over again. Like, come on, this is 2024, not 2021. Come on, man, get yourself together. But honestly, guys, and I would say this to my Phantom Menace, because they are not my peoples. But do you think George Washington Boss is the worst character in the film? Oh no, the worst characters in this film, and I definitely agree with some of the people that has got to be one of the worst performers by Alec Baldwin, which is none other than Larry, which is the main antagonist of this movie. Screw Larry. I gotta say, he has got to be one of the worst villains in 2003. I gotta say, Sauron from Return of the King is the best villain of 2003. But Larry, he is even worse than the villain in Hulk 2003. Even Hulk 2003 is the worst movie of 2003. But I gotta say, but the villain in this film, it was completely dreadful, man. Honestly, guys, what's the point of having a military school storyline? I absolutely did not like the military school storyline. That is completely unnecessary. Why in the world that Larry is sending Conrad to the military school? And yeah, sure, I do agree with John 1. Sometimes Conrad can be a terrible kid, but she will trust him. And that's why George 1 completely reject to her marriage to Larry, because do you honestly think that you will get a big screen TV and you want to turn Conrad room into a movie theater room? You're not gonna be like me, so get the heck out of my face, and you're becoming to one of my top 10 worst villain of all time, because he was a dreadful villain. He was completely heartless to Conrad, and you actually feel so bad for Conrad, because Larry is a terrible father. When he said to Conrad, "I don't like you. I'm gonna marry your mother," and she is up to me. We're going to send you to military school today. Oh my goodness. That line, what Larry said. Oh my goodness. That make me want to smack him just like Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. And you can see why that some people really did not like that film. It has to be Larry. Honestly, guys, if we don't have a villain in this film will be different, because I won't mind that this film will have villains. But as long that you can make a really good villain, have a great character development. But his character development is completely man baby, especially the scene when him was whining about Joe. Oh my god. And he did it a second time when he's sneezing. Why he's covered with cupcakes, purple thing, which is very disgusting, I do admit. And George Warren was having a disgusting look. When Larry was completely sneezing. Oh my goodness. And when he said, "Will you marry me?" Thank goodness the Lord that George Warren shut the door and deleted the scene. There was the one scene, and I deleted the scene where Larry was almost gonna kick Nelvin. I got sad, but they could. Nelvin was chasing Larry. Oh my goodness! Thank goodness they delete that scene, because the scene, the scene. I say Sweeney, but anyway, the scene when the deleted scene when Nelvin completely ripped Larry pants. Thank goodness the Lord they completely delete that scene, or else that scene will be hard R rating. Yeah, if this film will be R rating, my brother Chris, you should not be watching this film. But honestly, this film is rated PG, so I won't mind it. And sorry, guys. And I do admit, thing 1 and 2, it was completely creepy. I absolutely did not like that character, because the makeup of them That is the only problem I have for the makeup and hair design, because the design for Thing 1 and 2, it looks completely creepy, man. It looks completely creepy. Yup, even creepier than the cat in the hat himself and the fish in the bowl. Because at least the cat in the hat and the fish in the bowl, at least they look like in the book. But Thing 1 and 2, they do not look like in the book, and they honestly, and those characters belong in the freaking horror movie. Sorry. Belong in the horror movie. If they make a horror movie of Thing 1 and 2, it will be way better than Winnie the Pooh Butter Bunny 2, and even better than Peter Pan and the Neverland. Oh my god. And the last flaws I can give for this film, which I do. Honestly, guys, hold on a minute, guys. Hold on a minute. Let me find it real quick. Because I do remember what it on my notepad, so here, let me find it real quick. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. Do 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 do. Where is my flaws? I'm trying to find it real quick, guys. I'm sorry. I do this. Oh yeah, the scene when I wish I have a different mom. That is the worst scene of this film. Yep, even worse storyline. Sorry, even worse line for a military. And, no, scratch that. That is the second worst line, because the worst line it has to be the storyline of the military school. Once again, that scene was completely unnecessary. They should completely remove that storyline and they replace it to a good one. But nope, we had to have Hot West scene. Like, come on, you're not Chicken Little and you're definitely not the Lego Ninjago movie. So overall, guys, The Cat in the Hat 2003, even this film has some problem, but at the end of the day, at the end of the review, this film is not a bad film. This film did not deserve a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes. This film did not deserve to be one of the most hatedest movie of 2003. Yup, even worse than The Hulk 2003. And this film did not deserve any Razzie nomination. And thank goodness the Lord that Thank goodness the Lord that Razzie nominated Alec Baldwin to one of the worst supporting actor for The Cat in the Hat 2003. Which, thank you, Razzie. Thank you so much. Because we all agreed that he did a terrible job. Yep, even worse than him as a boss baby. Yeah, on the eyes, even I did not like him as a boss baby. But him as Larry, as a villain. What's the point of having a villain in this film in the first place? But I gotta say, but the extended edition is even better than the actual movie, because there was a one scene, it was completely honestly, guys, the editing was completely sloppy. Honestly, guys, especially when after the Cat in the Hat was doing doing the crow's hane and put it on Mrs. Watson, and on the guys and put him in the closet, and on the guys, and there was Cat in the Hat saying some random stuff, and on the guys when they walked to Conrad and Sally, they did not show the scene when they was doing checkup for Sally and Conrad. They completely delete that scene and go ahead with the parent name though, which is the machine that tell how much fun you are, which, honestly, guys, they completely removed that scene. But if you watch an extended edition for this film, you can see why it is. You can see why. Honestly, guys, you can see why that an extended cut of this film is even better than the actual movies. But at the end of the day, this film is not a bad film. This film is so much fun for the whole families, because some of the people really love this film. Especially from, once again, my brother Chris. My brother Chris loved this film. They love this film. A lot of kids really love this film. But honestly, guys, I already know that some people were going to say, oh, this is the worst review of 2024. Yup, even worse than the Frozen 2 went by Troy Band Together Fan 2001. I would have watched that video instead of watching this crappy video. Guys, do not compare. Guys, for God's sake, please do not compare this video to one of the worst video of 2024. Or else you will be the most dumbest person ever. Honestly, guys, and this film is finally joining to one of the most underrated film ever. And yeah, sure, even this film is gonna get a 7 out of 10, but this film is in my honorable mention to one of the most underrated film of all time. I already know the number one strap bag, and even Muddy Puff Vamp. Or even Harry Thomas Pictures is going to hate this video. But I gotta said, But if I get bad scratch, if I get hate on, it's what it is, it's what it is. And I'm decided to delete my Cat and Hat rant because I do not want to show that video to my brother Chris. The only video I'm going to show, which is not in this video right here. This video is a shout out to my brother Chris. I already know he's sleeping, but still, I love my brother Chris. And sometimes he can be such a butthead. But I guess that, but some brother can be a butthead. But that's what brother is, Honestly, guys, I'm going to give The Cat and Hat 2003 a 7 out of 10. It's a good movie. But boy, this film don't deserve a seal of Nick Cage awesomeness. I'm not going that far to do that. Sorry guys, that was my video. That was a longer video of why I was wrong with the Dr. Seuss The Cat and Hat 2003. So tell me about your opinion on this film. I already know that some people is going to get a huge bad scratch about this. Guys, just have your different opinion. And no people, I'm not going to... Honestly guys, do you always think... Honestly guys, at the end of the day, there are way worse movies than The Cat and Hat 2003. Let me list all the film that is way worse than The Cat and Hat 2003. Alright, here we go now. Honestly guys, there was my mom texting, so hold on a minute. I'm doing a quick texting. So, yeah. Sorry guys, I was just texting my mom, but honestly, I'm not going to delete that. So, I'm just going to keep it. Because I'm gonna be a more respectful to my mother. So, I'm trying to find it real quick. There it is. Guys, there are way worse movie than The Cat and Hat 2003. Let me say it again. Here's so many movies that is way worse than The Cat and Hat 2003. So now let's list all the film is way worse than The Cat and Hat 2003. Here we go. A Good Day to Die Hard, Norm of the North, Food Fight, The Emoji Movie, The Legend of Hercules, Battlefield Earth, Disaster Movie, Cuties, Little Crapper, and for God's sakes, even Megamind, the Doom Symmetric, is way worse and way more creepier than The Cat and Hat 2003. So that's all I gotta say. If you hate this video, that's fine. But don't give me death threat because you're not Cat and Hat. So no. Sorry guys, that was my video called Why I Was Wrong with The Cat and Hat 2003, aka one of the most longest hour-long video ever. And I got a bad feeling that this video will be a 1-hour video, which is going to be the very first 1-hour video I ever seen. So yeah. And sorry guys, so tell me about your opinion on The Cat and Hat 2003. You think it's good, think it's bad, think it's mediocre, think it's the best, think it's the worst? Comment below and let me know. And yes, I'm into this video right now. So yeah. Sorry guys, if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more of this Cat in the Hat, please, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, turn on notification, and share the video with your family. But if you say something bad about the scene when Conrad and Sally say the cat had to get out, it can show that you guys don't have any heart at all, and it can show that you don't understand what the emotion scene is. Some bad film can be bad film, but at the end of the day, bad film had the emotion scene. And the scene, oh my god, and the scene have the emotion scene between what Megamind and Chum. Yeah, that scene was completely not emotional. It was completely manipulating me to liking that piece of crap. So yeah, honestly guys, and Megamind 2 will forever be the worst movie ever. And The Cat and Hat 2003 will forever be the most underrated film of 2003. So like I said, even I think The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King is the better movie from 2003, and even Finding Nemo, or even Kim Possible Stitch in Time, or even Kill Bill Volume 1 is even better than The Cat and Hat 2003. But honestly, I gotta say, but I don't want to hate this film anymore. I don't want to hate this film, and I am definitely not going to change my opinion on this film. So, I don't want to hurt my brother's feeling, so like I said, I don't want to hurt everyone's favorite movie feeling. Especially Noah's opinion on Spaceship and New Legacy. Even that film has some problems, but still, that film is a really fun movie. But this film will forever be the most underrated film of 2003. So, this video is signing off for now. Anyway, this is Nick Cage, Spider-Verse, and Frozen 2, and Kim Possible Fan 2001. signing out. And you guys have a great morning. And I see you guys next time. And once again, yadios, everyone. And yadios.
This amazing device can instantly make cupcakes out of anything that you have in the kitchen.
Wait a minute, did you say anything?
Anything.
Anything?
Yes, anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Anything?
I'll get you, and I'll look like a bloody accident.